Liberation, for me, starts with self. My dressing up is my liberatory practice. Because as a young Black woman, I am expected in my community to go and work for someone else. So that's my liberatory practice, to never bow on someone else. Freedom to me is being able to change. And freedom to me is to be proud of who I am and where I come from. And freedom to me means I am 100% me. My name is Bongiwe Lusizi, and I'm an Atlantic Fellow for Racial Equity. When you look at traditional instruments, they have lost their value. In terms of the young people, there's not so much that they know about their own history. I really loved performing, but I wanted to share this skill. I started doing a mobile school where I would just visit townships. Wherever I go, I'll just bring a lot of calabashes, sticks, and then start teaching them how to make their own instruments. I am using traditional bow instruments as a symbol of purification against colonialism, against white supremacy, against anti-Black racism. Part of the song says, "Sicela umhlaba." It means we are asking for our land back. We want to be realized and acknowledge that we are the indigenous people of this space. And with the colonial invasion, so much has been lost. You feel that need of crying out because now you feel like that connection is gone, and it's gone completely. Let us look after our land. Let us be protective of our livestock. Let us be protective of the space that we're in. Let's fight and fight and fight and we not give up. One of the key things that I've actually learned from the Atlantic Fellowship that I take with me is whether we like it or not, we are leaders. This is giving us an opportunity to become family and to become one.
Hello! You're looking so beautiful.
Dolores is an Atlantic Fellow. She's from the US. She's someone that I can be open and talk to her about anything, and I don't feel judged, and I feel safe.
Bye, love. I'll see you soon.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you.
The Atlantic Fellows for Racial Equity is giving us that opportunity not to just focus on anti-Black racism and eradication of the anti-Black racism, but what is pro-Blackness. I just want to take this information back to the children so that they grow up with it and so that they know who they are.
Molweni! Okay, namhlanje ke sinondwendwe ke bethu nani ne? Masibuliseni umakhulu umadosini ke?
I describe Madosini as a bow music living legend.
Ndiyazenzela ke izinto. Ndihamba ndogawula inkuni, ndiligawule limile, ndiligobe ngokwam libenzi.
She has taught me the importance of working with these instruments and the old school way of making the instruments. Working with Madosini and bringing her here is to actually have a continuity of promoting our traditional instruments and a continuity of our children to actually have the privilege of having someone like Madosini around them. So I saw this idea of intergenerational solidarity.
I said,
We are going to go and visit our friends, which is Kafka, Committed Artists for Cultural Advancement. All music was born from the traditional instruments to be what it is today. Kafka being this school that focuses on the history of jazz and jazz music. And the idea of fusing it with traditional instruments is to actually acknowledge that we're creating a language of equity through music. That's the relationship that I see between jazz music and traditional music. So the idea was that we want to train the trainers.
I know.
I brought you guys some seeds, so if you have a garden, if you want to plant, this is actually the season now. Yes, nizifake garden. So xa uyifake garden, you ask it to grow so that you can get calabashes. Sizawucamagusha ke ngoku. Siwasebenzisa njengendlela yokuzikhumbuza ngemveli yethu. We're looking at the next 5 years of celebrating the 150 years of the death of so many historical figures and reimagining a space if they were still to be alive. This is the sound that they would be making. These are the instruments that they would be making, or this is what they would be shaping out of the calabash. Introducing that kind of idea from an early childhood development perspective, if it can start from that age and going up, and at least we know that our history will never vanish into thin air.